Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Did you catch the bombshell out of Chicago? Coach Tyler Marsh just flipped the script. Angel Reese is no longer the centerpiece of the Sky. Instead, Kamilla Cardoso is being handed the spotlight. And Reese? She's being pushed to the margins. Fans are outraged, flooding social media with accusations of sabotage. Some are calling it a deliberate move to kill her historic rebounding streak.
It sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Angel hasn't even reported back to training camp since the news dropped. The queen of the paint, known for stacking double-doubles like trophies, is suddenly being asked to become a mid-range shooter. That's right. A player shooting just 39.1% from the field is now expected to stretch the floor. Is this a tactical evolution or a takedown in disguise? Something doesn't add up, and it smells like politics.
Through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's what, 6'6"? Kamilla Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Right before the Sky's exhibition game against Brazil's national team, Coach Marsh made a move that sent shockwaves through the league. He's redefined Angel Reese's role entirely. No warning, no buildup. Just a sudden shift that has even die-hard fans scratching their heads. It's not just a strategy, it's a total identity reset.
And new head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese made her name crashing the boards and bullying defenders in the paint. Her rebounding numbers were the stuff of legend. Remember when she snagged 19 rebounds in just her second WNBA game? That wasn't a fluke. That was dominance. That's the version of Angel the fans fell in love with. The warrior who made every possession count.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
But now, that entire blueprint is being thrown out. The Sky want Reese to step outside her comfort zone and become a mid-range threat. They're asking a rim-bound powerhouse to become a finesse shooter. That's like telling Shaq to live behind the arc. She's being asked to unlearn the very skill set that got her here. And with her slow release and lack of experience at that, range, time is not on her side. This isn't a tweak, it's a gamble. And the stakes are sky high.
The Chicago Sky want her to take mid-range jumpers. Okay. However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble, and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as SERP release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wingspan.
And here's where the real issue kicks in. Angel Reese can't shoot. Let's break it down. She's hitting just 39.1% from the field. That's not elite. That's not even average. Those are the kind of numbers that scream for a simplified offensive role. Mid-range looks, putbacks, the bread and butter that made her a college phenom. So why is she now being told to take more difficult shots from farther out? It's like asking a sprinter to switch to marathons mid-season. It doesn't make sense.
And they want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
Meanwhile, Kamilla Cardoso is sliding right into the spot Angel wants. Owned the low post, the place Reese dominated, the area that made her a brand, not just a baller. That spot under the rim, that was Angel's throne. Now it's Kamilla's playground. She's pulling down the boards, drawing up plays, and making her name where Angel used to shine. It's not just a rotation switch, it's a power shift. Interview 8.
And I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good. And I just think the team would be better if, you know, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Kamilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
And how has Angel responded? By ghosting training camp. She hasn't even reported back since hearing about her new role. Most athletes treat position changes as a challenge, a chance to elevate. But Angel? She's treating it like a betrayal. Like the franchise she's supposed to lead just stabbed her in the back. Instead of showing up and proving them wrong, she's choosing silence. That's not leadership. That's ego.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch 4.
Let's call it what it is. She's not being forced to abandon her strengths. She's being told to evolve. But instead of accepting the challenge, she's pushing back. Why? Because deep down, she knows the truth. Her shot just isn't there. A 39.1% field goal percentage for a player who operates almost entirely around the rim? That's not just low. That's alarming.
Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7.
This isn't some grand plot to tank her career. It's a calculated move to grow the team. The Sky are building a modern offense. They need spacing, versatility, smart shooting. Angel's current game is predictable. Crash the boards, go back up, repeat. And when that formula fails, she runs out of answers. The coaching staff isn't setting her up to fail. They're inviting her to adapt. And so far, she's saying no.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups. That could be better for the offense.
The real question isn't whether the coaches are dimming Angel Reese's spotlight. It's whether she ever had the full toolkit to keep it shining in the first place. From a basketball perspective, this shift makes sense. What Tui doesn't make sense is trying to build a modern, fluid offense around a player who refuses to expand her shooting range. You can't be the future of the league if your game is stuck in the past.
Reese will never post up again, but Marsh understands if the Sky want to build an effective offense, they need to start building out space in the half court. I don't hate that, to be honest with you.
So why is Kamilla Cardoso suddenly being elevated to center stage? The timing isn't random, it's calculated. Just days after matching up against Brazil's national team, the Brazilian rookie starts receiving star treatment. Coincidence? Hardly. It's a smart basketball and branding move. Cardoso is already earning praise as one of the most promising finishers in the league. And it's not just hype. She's raw, sure. But with her size, poise, and global experience, she offers something Angel simply doesn't. Untapped versatility. Reese brings effort, yes. Rebounds, definitely. But when you line them up side by side, Cardoso's ceiling is just higher.
In an offense where her primary goal was to post up, she made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter.
Angel Reese's entire brand is built on grit, hustle, offensive boards, second chance buckets. But that only gets you so far, especially once defenders realize she's no threat from outside 5 feet. Teams collapse on her, and she has no counter. Cardoso, meanwhile, has softer hands, better footwork, and shows flashes of becoming a real offensive anchor. This isn't about politics or favoritism. This is about evolution. Chicago's trying to win, not coddle.
He may also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah, that ball's never coming back out. That's where the ball goes to die.
Sure, Angel's jersey flies off the shelves. Her social media is a machine. She's brought a tidal wave of new fans into the league. But here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. The WNBA isn't a runway. It's a league built on results. And right now, the stat sheet doesn't lie. The flash is there. But the consistency, the production, it's lagging behind.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
And then there's her decision to ghost training camp after the role change. That alone speaks volumes. While other rookies are grinding, adjusting, learning the system, Reese checks out the moment she's asked to expand her game. That's not adversity. That's avoidance. Let's be real. This isn't some orchestrated takedown. It's a reality check. Her stardom may bring cameras, but it can't hide a 39% field goal percentage forever. Some fans want to compare her to Caitlin Clark, saying the league targets breakout players. But here's the difference. Clark's got range. She's dangerous. From anywhere. Reese? She's one-dimensional. And in today's game, that's a liability, not a legacy.
But if she's already away from the basket, maybe that will force the hand. And again, Kamilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage, close to the basket.
Is Coach Tyler Marsh taking a bold risk? Absolutely. But maybe that's exactly what the Chicago Sky need right now. Not a social media superstar who struggles to shoot, but a complete player who fits today's game. But let's be clear. The reaction online is explosive. Angel Reese's fan base isn't just upset. They're in full rebellion mode. They believe this is a deliberate takedown, a calculated move to erase everything Angel built and hand the spotlight to Kamilla Cardoso. Conspiracy or not, the outrage is real, and it's spreading like wildfire.
Apparently, there is a conspiracy. Apparently, we got to talk about the conspiracy. The conspiracy surrounding Kamilla Cardoso. That the only reason why Kamilla Cardoso is, I'm pretty sure the only reason she's on the Sky, it seems, is to diminish Angel Reese. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to struggle to find the logic.
So what's fueling this storm? One word: silence. Angel still hasn't returned to training camp since the role change was announced. And to her fans, that speaks louder than any interview ever could. They see it as betrayal, proof that even Angel feels blindsided. And now, they're calling for drastic action. The message boards are flooded. Angel needs to ask for a trade. She deserves better. Get out while you still can. This isn't just about basketball anymore. This is about respect, control, and who gets to shape the narrative.
But like, everything is like you're already hearing them come out there and saying that she should request a trade because they've said Kamilla is the number one option. But let's be real. Let's be real.
The center of all this drama? The double-double. That stat isn't just a number. It's Angel's brand. It's what put her on the map, sold jerseys, made her a household name. And now, the Sky are asking her to step away from the basket, the one place she dominates, and become a mid-range shooter? Meanwhile, Cardoso gets the paint to herself, and the stat line that comes with it. This isn't just a tactical adjustment. This is a shift in power, in branding, in everything that made Angel Angel. And it raises a deeper question. Who really controls the future of the WNBA's rising stars?
Seeing all of this, like, I genuinely stand by the fact that, like, there are people, so many WNBA fans do not watch basketball. Do not watch basketball. And it's actually crazy seeing takes from people that literally, I can guarantee you, do not watch the sport, be amplified. Like, genuinely. And the funniest part about this is, do you want to know, Tyler Marsh never said anything. Tyler Marsh never said anything, but the focus was by a journalist who said the focus was more on Kamilla on offense, and she wrote an article about what Angel needs to work on.
What's happening to Angel Reese is bigger than one role. Change. It's a spotlight on how fast a franchise can rewrite a player's story, even one who's smashing records. Whether she fights to reclaim her spot or decides to walk away and demand a trade, the decision she makes next will speak volumes. Not just about her, but about the league itself. Is the WNBA truly a place where talent thrives, or one where image and politics shape the floor? What do you think Angel should do next?